hope we have discussed this concept in our previous class, and we have also completed the types of overloading, right? We have to start what is operator overloading in Java. So before proceeding into this, let me give you a small snippet. If you ask me, overloading in Java is divided into two types. So one is method overloading. Method overloading is the concept which we have completed in our previous class. Is completed in our previous class, right? Today we are going to discuss about operator overloading. If you are not getting the method overloading, no worries, you can repeat my previous class video. That would be sufficient. And again, in the future, these topics will be discussed, and I will have to address this topic once again. So it is going to be a very big topic, right? So I'm just completing this part, why operator overloading is not possible in Java. This understanding is required because this is one of the fundamentals. This question is often compared with C and C programming language, C, C++, and Java programming language. In comparison, if you check in C++ programming language, their operator overloading is completely possible. But in Java, it is not possible. So this question could be expected for the interview. Right? Why it is not possible in Java? Before that, we will understand what is overloading, right? And we have already discussed this method overloading concept, so we are not going to repeat this topic once again. Let's start directly with operator overloading. So operator overloading in Java. I have a small diagram for you. So before proceeding with, so in polymorphism, polymorphism is a terminology in Java. It means one identity can be represented in many forms. Poly means many. Morph means forms, many forms. For example, let us take this person as the name of this person is Balaji. So I will take myself as an example. Right? So name of the person name is Balaji. And Balaji can appear in many forms. So what do you mean many forms? As a person, my identity is going to be same. Wherever I go, let me take my marker. Okay. Wherever I go, my identity is going to be same. My identity is just Balaji. Right? So if I go to office, even though I represent myself as Balaji, but my behavior is going to be changed, right? My behavior is going to be an employee in my office. I'm going to behave like an employee. So in my family, I'm not married. So for an example, I'm saying, let us say that I'm going to be like father, and I'm going to be a parent. Right? In a grocery shop, I'm going to be a customer. Right? So I don't know. We can represent this like if I go to visit any places, it seems like he's traveling, so I can tell him as tourist. I can represent myself as tourist. Right? Over here, I don't know. I'm being represented myself as let me say that an engineer, a civil engineer, I guess. So here I am taking an interview, so I can represent myself as a panel member. Right? So my identity is going to be same, and my behavior is going to be different according to the environment that I choose. This is the real-time analogy. We have already discussed this. It is a real-time analogy, right? So we have already applied this real-time analogy with method overloading. So one method can have same name, and it can have different parameters, so that with the method name and with the parameter, we are going to identify uniquely the method that we are going to call. So for example, let us say that method name is the method itself. Like let us say method name is 1. This method name is going to have a different argument. Let us say that I have two methods. One is method 1 and the second one is method 2. So this method is going to have two arguments. So method names are, let me take this as method 1 itself. So method 1, method 2, both are possessing the same names. So we need to crack the identity. I mean, we need to make sure that whenever we are giving the method names in the main method, you have to tell the main method that you have to call so and so method that differs in the arguments. The first case, if I pass a value like method 1 in the parenthesis, if I pass one argument which is an integer, JVM recognizes that okay, it will look for a method that is taking the one argument. So this is the method that is taking the one argument. So this method will get executed. So identity can be deferred with the help of parameters. Even though the methods are same, we can able to crack the identity with the help of parameters. This is the behavior that we are talking about in the Java programming language, isn't it? If you take me the real-time analogy, depending upon the environment, I am able to get differentiated. Even though my name is same, depending on upon the environment, I am able to get differentiated. Right? Likewise, in in the method overloading, concept, depending upon the parameters that is passed, the method name is getting differentiated. Right? Just type yes in the chat box if you have understood till now. Yeah, sounds good. Yes, good. I hope we do not have any doubts regarding method overloading. So now we have to talk about what method. Operator overloading needs to be discussed now. So let us discuss about operator overloading. So let me create a small. Okay, this is the operator overloading. So in Java, if you say about operators, there are many operators in Java. Sir, what do you mean by operators? You're asking what do you mean by operators? So these are the operators. If you take any numbers, if any mathematical calculations need to be done, we will go for operators. Like for example, plus is an operator, minus is an operator. In Java, if you want to perform any multiplication, so we use this symbol. So this is also an operator. This is a division operator, right? And we also have operators like increment operator, decrement operator, and assignment operator. So operator can be defined as a special symbol that can be used to perform any mathematical calculation. Right answer. Right? So we got to know about what is an operator. Second thing we have to know what is operator overloading. Right? Operator is okay. For example, if I say 10 plus 10, right? We know that this symbol is the operator and these two, 1 minute. This symbol is an operator and these two numbers can be called as operands. Operands, and this is operand. So operand, not operands, operand. This is operator, right? We can calculate the numerical values. Right, output is going to be 20. How it is 20? Because the plus signature is performing the addition. By the symbol, we can say plus symbol is going to perform the addition. It means this plus symbol is an identity, isn't it? If you ask me about the behavior of the plus symbol, we can simply say that it is going to perform addition. So the behavior is addition. Identity can be coined as the symbol. Identity, plus means identity. Behavior, if you ask me about what is the behavior of this plus symbol, I can simply say it addition. Right? So mathematically, this plus symbol has a special name in the sense we can call it as addition. At the same time, mathematically it will perform the addition operation. Apart from that, do you think the plus symbol is going to perform any other operation apart from addition? It's not possible. But in mathematically, apart from addition, we know that if you give two operands, right, obviously it is going to be what? It is going to perform addition. We know that. Apart from this, is there any other operation possible with this addition? It's not possible mathematically. Mathematically, it is impossible. right? What if I say the same plus symbol has a different scope in Java? What if I say the same plus symbol has a different scope in Java? So what is that scope? You ask me what is that scope, I will say this plus symbol in Java, especially in Java, it is going to act, it is going to behave, it is going to perform addition. Secondly, it is also going to perform concatenation. Now the question comes, sir, what do you mean by concatenation? Right? Sir, what do you mean by concatenation? Forgive about my spelling. Concatenation. So concatenation is another way of performing a calculation, especially in Java. For example, if I say 20 plus 20, what the output is 40. Anyone with eyes can say output is going to be 40. Right? What if I say you can also perform, you can also use this operator to concatenate two strings. For example, if I have Java, if I try to use Java is a word, isn't it? If I try to use Java as an operand, not a number, I'm not using a number here. I'm using a Java as an operand. Operand in the sense it's a word, right? Mathematically, maybe like if you see algebra, of course in algebra we have like a plus a. Then say a plus a equal to, if a plus a equal to 10, we can perform this a plus a as 2a equal to 10. This is not concatenation. Mathematically, it is an addition only. Because you can bypass a value for a. If you take a equal to 10, this a can be replaced again with a number. Hope you're able to understand. Right? It is not even a word. It is just an a. A represents an indirect number, we can say. But in Java, if you want to perform a concatenation with the help of plus symbol, here you don't get two Java, you get Java. Concatenation means what? It is going to stick the two words. You can say it is going to stick the two words. Right? So again, let me take another example. If I have a word like Balaji. Right? This is my first word, and second word is my initial yum. Right? Now Java will say as soon as it sees this instruction, it will ensure what kind of operands the end user is trying to give. What kind of operands is it? Like it is a word operand, not a number. If it is a word operand, obviously it will stick these two words. Stick in the sense it is going to concatenate these two words. Balaji yum is going to be my output. Right? In this case, if you see here, this is called as what? Operator overloading. This plus operation is going to behave according to the operands. Right? If you pass numbers, it performs addition operation, and if you pass any strings, example in this case Java, since we are learning Java 1.8 version, is going to see it's going to print Java 1.8. Depending upon the operands, it is going to change its behavior. Even though the identity is same, identity is the plus symbol, but it is going to change its behavior according to the operands that we pass. This is called as operator overloading in Java. Right? Just type in the S in the chat box if you have understood till now. Like if you have any questions, the questions are always open. You can ask. Right? A long way to go. Okay. What about you, Ganesh? Okay, we'll proceed. Right. So now we got to know what is operator overloading. What is an overloading? We already saw. Types of overloading also we have seen. What is operator overloading in Java? This is just we have got to know what is operator in Java, right? But you can give this answer. This is straightforward answer. And again, there is a contrast. What is it? Contrast. Your answer can be contradicted. How your answer can be contradicted? In Java, again there is a theory. What it says? Operator overloading is not possible in Java. operator overloading is not possible in Java. So what is this? We have just said that operator overloading is possible in Java, and why there is a contradiction? And why there is a contradiction? This is how the interview question is going to be. When they ask you why operator, what is operator overloading, you have a direct answer. One operator can have two behaviors. More than one behavior. That is called as operator overloading, right? This can be implemented in Java. That is, one of the things that we need to consider. This can be blindly implemented in the Java. But again, there is a theory that says operator overloading is not possible in Java. Why it is that? Why there is a contradiction? So the answer is very simple. Very simple. You can answer this. Let me, instead of write, because my handwriting is very bad, type it here. What it says, simple answer you can give. No need to have any confusion. Java does not allow operator overloading that could be designed by the developers. So what does it mean really? As a developer, we do not have any option to design an operator overloading. We cannot design, for example, if you have a plus operator, we cannot design any additional behavior to this plus operator. As a developer, we cannot make any designs. Right? Here we have seen in Java, it is an internal thing. Internally, Java has designed the plus operator in such a way that can perform addition as well as it can also perform concatenation. Concatenation. With my spelling. Okay. Concatenation. Right? This is the scope that is from the Java people. Java has designed this. Java people, they have designed this. Have designed this internally. However, right, these Java people did not give the developers an option to design the operator overloading for any other operators. When if you take negative symbol, minus symbol, right, minus operator, it's not a symbol. Technically, we say it as an operator in programming language, right? We're not supposed to say it as a symbol. For minus operator, there is minus operator can perform only subtraction. It is limited to subtraction. Even Java people has not added any additional functionality to this minus operator as well. Right? Even for multiplication means it is going to do multiplication. Division means it is going to do division and it is going to give us the quotient. Right? And it is going to do modular operation and all the operators has the unique behavior except for addition operator. That is one specialty with addition operator. Java people has designed this addition operator. If you can use addition operator in two ways. One is to perform addition, second is to perform concatenation. This is designed by Java people and it is only limited to the limited in the what we call it as limited to the Java language. So developers, we do not have an option to design any additional behaviors to any operators. This is a simple answer. This is the answer that you can give. What is it? Java does not allow operator overloading that could be designed by the developers. As simple as that. Right? Does not allow, but there is internally there is a concept called operator overloading, and you can give this as an example, especially this plus operator. Internally, it is allowing to perform operator overloading, but we as a developers, we do not have any scope to develop the behavior for this for any operators. Right? Hope my explanation makes some sense now. Type yes in the chat box if it is clear till now so that we can proceed further. And again, questions are always open. So no matter what, if you feel the class is going dry, you can just unmute and you can ask me any questions. Okay, it will be, questions are always welcome. Never be hesitate. Okay, hesitate. Let me take you to a small program to understand this much better. Okay, so this is a, again and again I'm saying, don't worry about this code. Sir, you haven't taught us how to design a Java code. Right? Don't worry about the code, just worry about the input and see the output. Right? These things we will discuss because we have a lot of time. First, we will complete the basic understanding about the programming language so that we can proceed further. Okay. So I have already said many times, system.out.println is just a statement. What we call it as, this is a class, this is internal method. These are the internal things. So we have to take only one thing. You have to consider only one thing. Whatever that we are entering here is going to be displayed in the console. Will take care. You will input here, and the output will be displayed in the console. That is what the print statement does, and also it will perform some mathematical evaluation, some operations. Inside we will see that now. Okay. Now see, if I am adding 100 plus 100, right? So here what exactly happens is, let me take this. Generally, so many classes will be called, but to our example, I'm just keeping it very simple. Okay. So let me save this in different thing. Class 9. Class 9. So this is a statement, simple statement, system.out.println. So let me keep it, let me keep the font size, let me increase the font size so that people can see better. Yeah. But we already know, so before proceeding this, we already know what is it. There will be a main thread will get access to the main method, and it will execute the instructions that is in the main method. So this is the only instruction that needs to be executed, right? So here the compilation starts from where? From left to right. So the compilation, sorry, not about the compilation. What I am really talking about, the execution starts from left to right. It will see the first operand is 10, right? It will consider 10, and it will see what is the operator that we have used. We have used a plus operator, right? We have used operand is 10, it's a number, and again plus operator followed by again an operand which is also a number. Now JVM is capable enough to guess. We wanted to perform addition because both the operands are numbers. So obviously the output is going to be what? Output is going to be 100. And you must understand that in the system.out.println, the execution starts from the left, right, and it moves towards the right till the end of the instruction that we have given, right? So output is going to be 100. 100 plus 100 is equal to 200. I'm sorry, it's 200. Right? If I run this, it is going to be what? 200. Right? So this is now if we can conclude that here addition operation is overloaded. Addition operator is overloaded. This is a technical term because it is performing addition. That's why addition operator is overloaded, right? Let me take one more example. Here I am going to take system.out.println. So in this case, let me take Java. Here I am taking again Java. So again the same logic. From the memory point of view, the same logic. The execution starts from left to right. Right. So the leftmost statement is Java. Java is a string. In Java, we do not. Since I am using the Java, in Java programming language, whenever we are declaring a word in what we call it as double quotations, right? We have to call it as a string. Why we have to call it as a string? Future class. But to understand this operator overloading, it's a string. This is another string. So literally we can call it as a word. Just imagine this as a word, right? Now compiler got to know the first operand is a word and second one is a operator which is plus, and again the third, the next operand, first operand is word and the next operand is also a word, right? It will able to recognize, yes, this developer is trying to perform the concatenation and the output is going to be what? Java. Concatenation means combining. You just imagine that both three words will be combined together as a single word, right? Is it possible mathematically? If you take if you wanted to solve this or if you wanted to evaluate this through the mathematics, it is not possible, right? The mathematics, we cannot say Java. It is not possible. But in Java, this plus is now being recognized as a, its behavior is recognized as a concatenation behavior. In this case, what I can say, concatenation operator overloaded. Sorry, let me remove the operator. Process. Addition process is overloaded, concatenation process is overloaded. Because operator is an identity, we are talking about the behavior. So it has to be process. Okay. Sorry for that. So 100%. So this is okay. So the one operator is behaving as two behaviors. This is the best example, and this is the output that we are getting, isn't it? Let me take one more example. So this is one of the interview questions that I have faced when I was giving interviews. So please pay some attention. Let me remove this. So the question is like, this is how the question looks like. 10 plus 10 plus hello plus 10 plus 10. This is how the question was drafted to me, and into my system, I was giving interview through the Teams. Right? They have shared me this question in the chat box. I am asked to answer this. They just asked me what could be the output. Right? Any guesses? If you have any guesses, you can just deliver it in the chat box. You can guess the output. You can just type in the chat box and let me know, so that I'm waiting for your response. Error. Okay. What about Ganesh? 40 yellow. Okay, let's see. Two different answers. Even 40 yellow. So Ganesh said what? 40 yellow. Right? Okay. So one of the answers is, write it here. Error and 40 yellow. Error. Second answer is 40 yellow. You must understand one thing here. First of all, let me run this and see the actual answer. 20 yellow 10. This is the actual answer. Don't worry about your answers. And I was not able to answer this to my interviewer. To be honest, my answer was 20 yellow 20. It's a famous interview question. Believe it or not, I have given this answer 20 yellow 20, but the answer is actually 20 yellow 40. This is the right answer. Why this is the right answer? Let's analyze this. Okay. So again, let us analyze this through our imagination and through the control flow, because every time we need to use the control flow, right? This is the control flow, right? I already said the execution starts from what? From left to right. Left to right. Left to right. Remember this: left to right, left to right, left to right. Stop writing this. The execution starts from left to right. Right. So first, the JVM encounters JVM, not JVM. The main thread encounters 10. Right. and again there is an operator, and again there is a 10, right? It has encountered an operator. Before operator, one operand is there, and after this operator, one operand is there. So it will evaluate this thing first. This thing will be evaluated, right? When this gets evaluated, what the output is going to be? Anyone with eyes can simply say that it is going to be 20. Evaluation is done for 20. Again, the remaining part that needs to be evaluated is what? 20 allow plus 10 plus 10, isn't it? Right? Again, let's run the flow. 20, this is 20, and again one operator, and again one hello. In Java, you try to perform the addition operation between two operands which are not same. Which are not same in the sense, first operator is integer and the second operand is a string, or we can call it as a word. Right? It will give the output. It will concatenate these two. It will give the output in the form of word itself. The output is going to be here what? 20 in hello. Output is going to be 20 hello. Because you cannot, what we call it as. This 20 cannot be reduced or increased. It can be reduced or it can be increased with any, if the other operand is also a number, right? But here the other operand is a word, right? So it is going to get concatenated, and this part will be combined as a word. Now this 20 is not going to be a number anymore. It is going to be a word which is part of hello. Right? So remaining things are what? 10 plus 10. Right? Again the execution will start from left to right. Right? Now these two things will be executed. These two things will be what we call it as analyzed, evaluated, we can say, right? So 20 hello is a word now. It is going to behave as a word, complete word. So we are, one operand is a word and the second operand is the actual number. Right? The output is going to be what? Very simple. 20 hello. Since it is a word, I have already said int plus word is a word, and word plus int is going to be a word itself. Right? Both are going to be a word. So 20 hello 10. Right? Now this part 20 hello 10 is combinedly recognized as a word, and again there is another number that needs to be evaluated, which is 10. Again execution flow starts from what is it? Right, left to right, isn't it? So again a word plus number, or a word plus integer, or a string plus integer, whatever you can call. So again it will be combined together to form a single string, single word. 20 hello 10 10. Right? So let me go back to that. Now this makes sense, right? 20 hello 10 10. So this is how the execution flow will start from Java, right? Hope my explanation is clear now. If you have any specific questions towards this, you can just please feel free to ask. Samikta, Ganesh, type yes in the chat box, or if you want me to repeat this once again, I'm okay to repeat this.